Okay, we're going to see now B'Ishem Mizbach Daf Chav Gimel. We'll start again. From Omer Blazer, second Omer Blazer. Rivra Meir. So we have in the Mishnah, Achlokes Rameir and Yehuda. Rameir says that Tam and Amuad both have the same din. That's what? That they need a Shmir Ma'ula. Shmir Ma'ula means the same type of Shmir that a Shem Sacher needs to do in general. It means even if a Ruch She'enim Mitzuya, or is considered Ruch She'enim Mitzuya. So that is a type of Shmir that you need to have for a Tam and a Muad. On the other hand, Rabbi Yehuda says no. A Tam Taka needs to have such a Shmir, but a Muad, the Torah is Mekel, and it's enough to Shmir Pchusa just like a Shem Bechem. So now let's see some of Keminas, interesting things. What's going to come out of Keminas Ladina, Rabbi Yehuda. Divra Meir, according to Rabbi Meir, Master Shoyer Muad Hashem Bechinam, B'Sham Shmir Pchusa, Yatzav Izik Potter. The Meir says, versteht sich, because Hashem Bechinam doesn't have to watch, only Shmir Pchusa, and he did his job right. Yatzav Nitraf Potter. No matter if both ways, if the animal went ahead and did damage, I'm not responsible. Shemachin only has to watch a Shmir Pchusa. It means also the watching that this should not go ahead and damage. So even though the Meir requires in general for a shoyer a Shmir Ma'ula, but here I don't have more chiyuv than a Shemachinam. Yatzav Nitraf Potter, same thing. If this animal went out and lion killed him, it's also Potter. Same story. I did a Shmir Pchusa, it's enough. Shem Sacher, if he gave over shirt to Shem Sacher, then it's like this. Then Yatzav Hizik Chayev, Yatzav Nitraf Chayev. If it went out and it Mazik Yechayev, why Yechayev? Because there's both, you met both requirements. Sai al the din Shem Sacher, you're responsible to watch it. Better than he did. And Sai al din Mazik, your mayor says that what? That a din of a shoyer, Tam and a Muad both require Shmir Me'ula. So it means that you have no excuse whatsoever. Al din shomer and al the din of a general Shmira of a shoyer, v'chayev. Yatzav Nitraf Chayev also because Shem Sacher. Now we'll go to Rabbi Yehuda. Different Rabbi Yehuda. Go to Rabbi Yehuda. Let's make the cheshbon now. Rabbi Yehuda. Master shoyer. Muad Hashem Mechinam, Yatzav Hizik, Pot. If it went out and it damaged, it's Potter. Yatzav Potter. So far it's the same because according to Yehuda, so we have to add some words. Master shoyer Muad Hashem Mechinam, Yatzav Hizik Potter, Yatzav Potter. So shoyer Muad is the same thing. Why? Doesn't matter. Shemachinam, it's not. It doesn't matter. Shertam, Shemud. Shemachinam is not chayiv to do more than Shmir Pchusa. So it doesn't, for sure, it doesn't. So far, it's the same. It doesn't change anything. Shem Sacher, here is where it gets interesting. Yatzav Hizik Potter. Here is the interesting stuff. So even though you have a chiyuv als a shomer to be Shmir Ula, but the chiyuv Shmira als mazik is not required b'chlal to do more than a Shmir Pchus. So we're talking about a Shemur, remember. Tam is the same thing. Then Yechayev. But this often will be by a Muad. This is what the Gemara says here. It's interesting. Cheshm, you cheshm it out, and after cheshm, it's quite simple. The halachas just have to know the halachas. Shem Mechinam, Shem Mesacher, and Tam and Muad, Avidu Amer. Then you can figure out this interesting cheshm the Gemara makes here. Let's make a line here. Omre Blazer, but a shomer toichevatu means he says no, a muad is shomer. A toichevatu. How do you know that's shomer? It says below yishmeranu, ain lo yishmira. Even if it's shomer, it's not shomer. My brother calls me on my toy for the kifu of his bars, and Shan is a boy. You can see him, Lord, the Shmi, part him, love, Chai. If it's not royal Shmira, it's a muad. It doesn't help anything. Like Shomer who a Torah chivatu. Because he holds Tam Shmir in the Torah is the Torah talking already about a person that does a Shmir. Because the Torah Tam needs to have a Shmir. And the Torah is saying, he learns that Avada you need like a mayor Shmir Ma'ula. Torah says that this, even with that, even with the Shmir, it's not considered a Shmir. That's how he learns Pshat in the Pasuk. That's what the Chavana from Blazer is. But the rest of the part here is just mathematics, that interesting stuff, but it's not part of the Yishalmi, so we'll just skip it. We'll go to the next Perik. We're starting now Bava Kama, Beit Shem Yisbarach, Bava Kama, Perik Chamishi. This is the Perik of Shoish and Nagich HaSapar. Zog the Heilige Mishnah. Nimmt ze Uber Betzida. When you do him actually in a Gocha Yolda, Mishnah Gocha Yolda, Sham Chatzi Nezik Lepara, and Via Nezik Levlat. You don't know if the shoy kicked also the baby, or the baby just was an afil. So we say you don't. It's a suffix, monument was suffix cholkim, and you pay only half if it killed the baby. If the baby is found killed, you just pay a quarter because it's a suffix. If you pay half or zero, so you pay only a quarter. And partial a shoy, and we don't know if the vlad was also part of the negich. In the Dutch, if you want to be goyve from the para, you can be goyve chatzin nezik. But if you want to be goyve from the vlad, so the guy can say, the one can say maybe the vlad did not b'chal do the nezik, and if it did do it, it's only half. So you get only a quarter. You call a person mapilas, but that's kash like in the Bavli. Alecha charoiv. What do you say? This halacha that. Why should we say this din? Let's go b'sei roiv. Nech b'charov. Amoyer machas nagifa. Machas nagicha pila. We should say that since we found the baby dead, it's probably happened because machas nagicha, and you should pay for sure. You should pay half for the baby. That's lashon Bavli and hilchem mamon acher. Omer Rabbi Yossi, Malkim echad hilchem mitzvah acherov. Kadol toner Rab Acher. Gomel oiche ben agmal nintzisham echad meis chayev v'yeduah shezeh hargay. Sometimes it's a certain case where you see a gomel is very wild, and then we say that it's a umdana that this gomel did the damage. So what's pshat in the Mishnah? Mishnah says chatzi nezik min apara. So this is the Gemara probably has the same problem here. What does it mean? You pay chatzi nezik from para? Gemara asks, how can you be goyve 3/4 of the nezik? You goyve chatzi nezik from the para and a quarter from the vlad. What's going on here? So he explains like this. Bala vlad is oile lebala para via. What does it mean? Let's say mush. Chatzi nezik is 50. Para mishalam 50 lenezik. Bala vlad nisan lebala para 12.5. So you're talking about two owners here, right? So one person owns the mazik, owns the two mazikim. The mazik of the one mazik owns the para, and the other one owns the vlad. So the guy says, first of all, he says for the let's call two mazikim, Reuven and Shimon. Reuven owns the par, Shimon owns the vlat. So Reuven has to pay first of all $50. That's chatzin nezek, right? Let's say the damage was 100, so he has to collect $50. So the balapara has to pay from his pocket, whatever. The point is he pays migufa, and we're talking here that the par is worth enough money for the $50. So he pays $50 from his pocket. Now Reuven goes to Shimon and says, but you also are shutef. So you pay me a quarter of this amount of 50. Why a quarter? Answers like this. Because number one, I'm a partner, and it's a suffix if I'm a partner. So it's the fact that I'm a partner, I only have to pay 25. But it's a suffix if I'm a partner, right? Maybe you did the full thing, so I only pay 12 and a half. Omer Rabbi Yossi, no. What does this mean? What does it mean? Rabbi Yossi is saying what does it mean? Meisi Avladas, we're talking about Meisi Avladas. Manamar Ahain Yov Niskei. He gives his nezik. It means he gives 25 plus 12 and a half. Ahain Yov Niskei. If the Vlad is not worth anything, the Vlad went totally kaput. So according to that, there's Zenos and Nechzer. Means I'm going to give you what I need to give you. I'm going to give 25 plus 12 and a half. Vahin, Yovniski says, take it. That's a dead. In other words, I don't have to pay from my pocket 50 and then recollect it. I'm only going to give you 25 plus 12 and a half. Why? Because simple math. Tzina is 50. I have a partner. Maybe I don't have a partner. So I'm giving 25 plus 12 and a half. And then go collect your other 12 and a half from the other guy. And he's going to tell you that his baby is not worth anything. He, I want to get the full 50 from you. Now you should worry to get back your $12.50 from that guy. You want it? Take it. I do the komach here. It's in front of you. geen pas like geshoyer bun bekane boy kim ravam neshi sofe kol vade zeno is mechte kach no immer rag shel adam echad kol shel adam echad zeno is mechte am lebe mod him slet geen pas like geshoyer what's shot this din what are we talking here who did the damage so there's no svar to say that the body